Hey guys, so E3 2018 is finally over. I thought I would give my 2 cents on the few different conferences that we had. It was an interesting year this year to tell you the truth. There was a lot of surprises that I wasn't expecting, and a lot of stuff that I was expecting that just straight up wasn't here. So yeah, I guess let's just go. Let's just go in order. I've got a few notes down here, but let's just start with EA. So EA, pretty mid conference. There wasn't really anything too special. Things that caught my attention though, Madden is on PC for the first time in over 10 years. That's pretty big for for PC players who have missed Madden for a decade. So that's nice. Madden on PC. We also got Clone Wars content coming to Battlefront 2. I do still like Battlefront 2, I know. But they've made a lot of improvements and they've fulfilled all their promises so far, so I'm staying hopeful. The new content looks great. Geonosis, Conquest, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Dooku, and Grievous are all coming. That's nice. EA, though, in general, didn't really have anything I was interested in. Anthem looks whatever. We'll see. I guess I'm not going to do this in order. I'll just do the side ones and the big three at the end. So I guess that leaves us with Square Enix. They showed stuff. It was kind of a repeat of a lot of stuff that they already showed off with the Xbox briefing. We'll get to that. Couple new things. There's that game, The Quiet Man. That looks kind of cool, but we don't really know too much about what that's going to be. They showed off gameplay of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was pretty cool. I am a big Tomb Raider fan, especially the reboot series, so seeing this, it was nice. I mean, it's more of the same. Looks like it plays pretty similarly to the other games. A little bit more emphasis on stealth this time, so we'll see how it plays out. I hope it's good. I'm getting it this September when it comes out, so I hope it's good. That was pretty much it from Square. There wasn't much, wasn't much to talk about with Square. Ubisoft, I thought had the strongest of the side conferences by far. Even their Just Dance stuff was actually pretty lively and entertaining. Whatever, Just Dance 2019, sure. But then they jump right into Beyond Good and Evil 2, and man, every time I see that game, it just looks better and better every time I see it. So Beyond Good and Evil 2 looking really slick. They show off a real nice CG cinematic trailer. Jade is back somehow. I mean, this is still a prequel, so I guess, this is what she was doing. She looks like she's poised to be like the villain of the game, which is... We'll see how that all pans out. I mean, I'm excited for it for sure. I love the first game, so I hope that this second game lives up to that. They're doing some cool stuff with Hit Record, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's company that he has, his entertainment media company thing. They're basically having a big collaboration with Beyond Good and Evil 2 to put like music and art and assets and all kinds of stuff into the game, which is certainly cool. I mean, you're able to just go onto Joseph Gordon-Levitt, the Hit Record website or whatever, and submit your stuff and collaborate with people and hopefully get your stuff in the game, that's neat. I think having fan creations in the game is definitely a cool way to kind of give back to the community, and that's super cool. Other than that, not much else from Ubisoft that I cared about. Division 2 looks whatever, which is sad because the Division 1 was like one of my most anticipated games, and after that game came out, I'm like, I don't really care too much about the second one. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty. That's all I can really say about it. They showed off Assassin's Creed. Okay, I thought they were moving away from annual releases, but it looks like we have another game coming out in October, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, set in Greece. Choosing one of the two playable characters, dialogue choices this time, a romance option. It was all very weird for Assassin's Creed, and I'm interested to see how it works out, but I'm not getting this one at launch. I don't know when I'll pick it up, probably for pretty cheap like I did with Origins, so we'll see. Hopefully it's halfway decent. That was pretty much the highlights from Ubisoft. Honestly, it was the better of the three. Still didn't really have much. Devolver was Devolver. Exactly what you think they were, so, there's that. But let's skip over all that stuff now. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes of this conference. We've got the big three, starting with Xbox, Microsoft on Saturday. I must say this was actually a really impressive conference. I'll go through just a few things that stuck out to me right away. Obviously, they opened up the conference with Halo 6. It's called Halo Infinite. They're dropping the numbers, which, okay, I'm on board. They're going back to the classic art style, classic gameplay from the hints that we got on Halo Waypoint. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, no jetpacks. Focusing on Master Chief. Looks like it's taking place on Installation 7, which is pretty neat if you know what Installation 7 is in the Halo lore. And they showed off just a snippet of the new engine they're using. They showed off some, in-engine footage, not, in-game footage, because the game apparently is not as far along as we thought it was when we were speculating before E3, so we'll probably see this as, a next-generation game, which we'll touch on the next-gen stuff in a little bit here. I want to talk some games first. So Halo 6, Halo Infinite, looking very good. They also showed off Shadows Die Twice, which is called Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice, the new FromSoft game, published by Activision. That's weird. We kind of were thinking it was Tenchu, based off of some quotes that they were using. And then when the rumor came out that it was Activision, we were like, okay, could be Tenchu. But no, apparently it's its own brand new thing. Feudal Japan type art style, real samurai, ninja swords, that kind of stuff. But the main character's got this cool robot arm thing, lets him grapple all over the place. He pulls a shield out of it at one time. It looked kind of cool. Kind of similar to the new God of War, how he just forms the shield on his arm. It was kind of like that, but obviously more mechanical and stuff. But it looked really good, real fast-paced, not at all what they're usually known for. It does not look Dark Souls or Bloodborne. It does not look like that. It looks a bit more Koei. Looks a bit more Team Ninja, I gotta say. It looks a bit more fast-paced, kind of more hack and slashy, but we'll see. I mean, this is all, I've not got hands-on, this is just me going off the trailer, so that is something to look forward to. They also showed off some little stuff like Tunic, cool little Fox game, indie game, looks pretty nice. Cuphead's getting DLC, the delightful last course or something, DLC, yeah, looks pretty cool. Some new missions, bosses, a new character. You can play as Miss Chalice now, and some other stuff. Cuphead's great, so more Cuphead. That's great. We got 3 new Gears games. A Gears of War Pop game with the Funko Pop dolls. Yeah, weird. I know. We got a Gears of War Tactics, which is strategy game, PC exclusive, which is weird. Hopefully that comes to Xbox sooner or later. I'll be playing it on PC because why not? But that's weird. That's a weird omission. Am I the only one who thinks that's weird that game's not coming to Xbox? Anyways, they showed off then Gears of War 5 as well. That's kind of how they were ending the conference. Gears of War 5, they showed a pretty decent trailer. The game looks fantastic, coming out in 2019. I'm excited. I love Gears, so, even 4, so I'm excited for sure. They showed off Forza Horizon 4, looking slick, not in Japan, it's in London, London, it's in England, excuse me. Showed off, the new changing seasons and the shared world, which looks like they're getting rid of Drivatars and they're doing just straight up multiplayer, which, not sure how I feel about that. We'll see when the game comes out. I hope they can execute it properly, because if done well, it could be pretty cool. They're kind of promising like seamless multiplayer with your friends. That's nice. God Howard came on stage and showed off a little bit of Fallout 76, which we'll talk about after this. But yeah, overall there was just some cool, neat little games. I mean, there was more. There was a Kingdom Hearts trailer, super slick. I got a little emotional when I saw Aqua at the end. They just showed off Frozen, the new Arendelle world. They showed off some cutscenes, some more gameplay of worlds we've already seen, and then trailer at the end with Aqua in the realm of darkness, and she's turned, and it's trippy. I think this is when Riku and Mickey go to get her after the events of Fragmentary Passage, because Riku's there, he's lying on the floor, Mickey's in a portal, a darkness portal, and Aqua comes up, picks up a Keyblade off the ground, and is like, "You're too late, Mickey." And yeah, and she's Norded out, man. She's got her. Yeah, it's crazy. Got a little emotional there, but we'll talk more about Kingdom Hearts in the Sony section. So that was pretty slick. Other than that, just a lot of third-party announcements. Showed off some PUBG stuff. They teased the new map, not Sandhawk. We already know about that one. They teased the new one, the winter one, coming later this year. So that's kind of cool. Excited for that. And that's pretty much it. Nothing really stood out about announcements for the Microsoft one. They showed off a new trailer for Cyberpunk 2077. Looked cool. I'm excited. That was really it though. They just showed off a trailer at the end, and that was it. There was no really crazy announcements. But it was good. It was a good conference. I did not have the best announcements, but it was the best conference for sure, as far as just straight up seeing the games that are coming out this year and next year. It was nice. Bethesda was a little different. They just kind of focused on just announcing without really showing any gameplay, which is why I didn't really jive with that as much. They showed off Rage 2 gameplay. That looked slick. They announced Doom 2, Wolfenstein 3, they announced Elder Scrolls 6, they announced all kinds of stuff. They showed off, Elder Scrolls 6, I know, I'm just breezing past that here, because all they showed was just a screen with a logo on it, but damn, Elder Scrolls 6, finally. They showed off Starlink, or not Starlink, that's the other one, I forget what it's called, something Light or Starlight or Starlink or something. Looks pretty cool from the description. We didn't see any gameplay, just the logo. And then they talk about Fallout 76. It's multiplayer. It is a multiplayer-only Fallout game. We're gonna have to wait and see how that works out. The trailer looked cool. It was a cool trailer. They showed off Vault Tech, the cartoon Vault Tech, inspirational video things, or educational video things, so that was cool. We got a little bit of a glance at gameplay, but it's a completely multiplayer Fallout game. It's not an MMO. It's not like Elder Scrolls Online. It's shared world, smaller scale type thing. Like he said, instead of playing with hundreds of players like in an MMO, we'd be playing with just a couple dozen. So, maybe 30 or 40, maybe 76. We'll see. I hope it's good, though. I mean, Fallout, I like Fallout a lot. So I'm trying to stay optimistic here. That was Bethesda. That was pretty much it. They showed off a couple of the little things. The card game, Elder Scrolls Legends, that's coming to Switch, Xbox, PS4. They're doing a graphical overhaul thing. Quake Champions, they talked about that for a bit. Nothing too crazy. Sony, though, we'll move on now because there's nothing else to talk about there. Sony was where it got kind of crazy. Whereas Microsoft had a very traditional conference, Sony was a little out there. They opened in a church tent thing, and everyone was kind of like, what the hell are we doing here? And then it transitioned to the Last of Us 2 trailer, which, immaculate trailer, by the way. If you've not seen it, go watch that now. But it was kind of cool because the tent that they were in real life at the E3 presser was the same tent from the trailer which starts with Ellie and a girl named Dina dancing at some kind of event. I believe they might have been in some kind of stronghold, some kind of like human base, because they mention they say captain and patrols and stuff, but it looks like this is some kind of R&R dance or something. She goes on the dance floor with this girl. They're kind of vibing. They kiss, and as the camera pans around the kiss, it shows Ellie. It flash forwards to Ellie. She's stabbing some guy. Super visceral stuff. Super brutal. She kills the guy. Then she's sneaking around through this forest-like area. Less forest, more just overgrown terrain. Kind of area she's going through, killing dudes and being a badass. It was really nice. Honestly, this was the coolest gameplay presentation that we saw, was The Last of Us 2. That was nice. I'm led to believe that that's a flash forward, not a flash back. I don't have any evidence for this. I'm kind of speculating. So it goes through this whole sequence of her kind of surviving through this situation. She kills some more dudes, executes this guy in the most brutal way I've ever seen her kill somebody, and then it kind of pans again back to the end of the kiss, and then she kind of gives a little smile, and it's super cute. It's cute with terrifying on the other end of the spectrum, so it balances those two really well. But the gameplay looked super slick. The animations were fantastic, really good. I hope that they don't get downgraded like The Last of Us 1's trailer animations did, so we'll see. You can tell it was heavily scripted, for sure, but if some of that is in the main game, I'll already be blown away. So yeah, that was The Last of Us 2. We've been waiting forever to see that. Then they took a weird intermission for 15 minutes, because the people in the tent had to leave the tent to go to the actual E3 stage, so they kind of just had to kill time for 10-15 minutes and kind of dick around doing nothing. But they eventually came back. They showed off some more stuff. We got some trailers of stuff. Kingdom Hearts again, which, yeah, we got 3 different trailers at this E3. As a Kingdom Hearts fan, I almost had a heart attack. This second trailer, though, or technically the third, because Square Enix showed a trailer, it was just kind of very similar to the Xbox trailer, just different ending. So this trailer was a Pirates of the Caribbean trailer. They showed off Sora, Donald, Goofy in their pirate outfits, which, yes, another world where you change outfits. Showed off Sora, Donald, Goofy in the pirate outfits, some banter between the trio. Jack Sparrow again looks like it's taking place during the events of the third movie, World's End, which is a great movie, by the way. We get to see everybody, Jack and Will and Elizabeth and Gibbs and all the people. They look fantastic in the new engine. We saw ship gameplay, yeah, like Assassin's Creed style ship combat on the waters. It was insane. Yeah, it was crazy. And then we saw some more cutscene stuff, some more story stuff. Luxine and Luxord and Braig, or not Braig, but Zigbar. And it was neat. It was neat. It was really neat to see. And then we got Lee and Kairi. Kairi's new outfit, her new haircut. She's looking pretty fine, I'll tell you what. And it was just super hype. Then Riku at the end on Destiny Island's beach with replica Riku, and I was like, what the hell? So that means that the other him that he was talking about in the other trailer with Nikki in the Realm of Darkness, he's talking about replica Riku, so I'm confused to see what replica Riku's role is going to be in this game. That'll be interesting to see for sure. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts was on point this E3. There's so much news, so much cool stuff. But yeah, that's about it. That we got some more gameplay of Spider-Man. Looked nice. They showed off the Sinister Six. Might be a new bad guy that we don't know of yet, because we thought that Negative Man was going to be the main bad guy. Turns out he's not, because apparently he's working for someone too. So we'll see how that all pans out. Gameplay looks slick. I mean, we've already seen Spider-Man gameplay. It's more of the same. It just looks a little neater and it looks a little nicer. They showed off just a different scenario with him on the Raft prison, beating up some thugs and getting his ass handed to him by the Sinister Six. So that was cool. Oh, Sinister Six minus Doc Ock. So he's not there for some reason, but whatever. Yeah, so that was Spider-Man. Very excited for that. Comes out this September. We saw Death Stranding as well. Finally saw gameplay, but it kind of... the only gameplay segments they shown was just him walking. Obviously there's going to be way more to this game than just walking. They even showed him wielding a gun, but they didn't show any combat, so all we really have to go off of is just the walking gameplay. The game looks fantastic. Like, visually, it's beautiful. We got a couple story elements, some new characters. Main character's name Sam. That was about it. Honestly, they didn't really answer any questions. They just added a ton of new questions, so I have no idea what the hell's going on. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Game should be coming out sometime next year. Then we moved on to Ghost of Tsushima. This was hype. Melee combat in games, especially sword fighting combat, like samurai stuff, has always been kind of wonky, and this game looks to have some legit swordplay combat in it, and it was looking neat. Open world, they showed off a side mission where you and your buddy are hunting down some mongrels. Buddy betrays you, and you boss fight at the end. Super beautiful stuff. Tons of great combat. He even got into like a stance before entering combat, and then the guy kind of charged. As soon as he had an opening, he just like slashed and killed him in one blow. It was super cool. Very visceral, but we'll have to see. Game looks tight, but you know there could be plenty of problems with it. But it's by Sucker Punch, and I'm optimistic. I'll tell you what, the game looks great. Yeah, looks great. We didn't see any Days Gone or anything. Wasn't too many other announcements, but we had one big announcement, and it was Resident Evil 2 Remake. Finally, I know we've all been waiting for it. We knew they were working on it, but we hadn't seen it. It looks just amazing. When it first came on, I was like, what the hell is this? It's like it took like a minute and a half into the trailer for me to realize what was going on. But yeah, Leon looks great, Claire looks great, the game itself looks great. It's in Resident Evil 7's engine and has Resident Evil 4/5/6 style gameplay, over the shoulder stuff. That's kind of cool. I was thinking they were going to go like Resident Evil 1 remake style and just do a full like one-to-one like remake with some new tweaks and stuff, but no, it looks like they're changing a lot. Don't know if this is good or bad yet. We will see. We will see when that game comes out. I'm excited though. Looks super great. And that was Sony. Like I said, not too many crazy announcements. Just the Resident Evil remake, and then some trailers and stuff for some other games. It was a pretty good conference. They had some pretty nice stuff to show off. Mostly just the gameplay of stuff we already knew about, and then of course Resident Evil 2. So that was Sony. So now let's talk about Nintendo. Nintendo was one of the shorter conferences, but there's a lot to talk about here. I feel like I should do it in reverse, because obviously this conference was heavily purposed to unveil Smash Bros, but they did have stuff before Smash Bros that I thought was pretty cool. They showed off some third-party stuff coming to the Switch. Third-party stuff we've all been asking for a while too, which is neat. I mean, Fortnite is on Switch today, or yesterday, because this video is going up the day after E3. So Fortnite's on Switch. Hollow Knight's coming. Fighters is coming. Dragon Ball Fighters. That's awesome. That is great. That is amazing news. Just tons of other like little third-party stuff is coming over, and it was great to see these companies again confirming, hey, we're still bringing games to the Switch. Third-party support isn't going anywhere. So, hopefully this trend continues, and we continue to get third-party support for the system, because it is a neat little machine. I do like it quite a bit. So yeah, now let's talk about the first-party stuff. They showed off Xenoblade 2 DLC. Looks pretty neat. Still haven't beaten Xenoblade 2. Don't hate me, but DLC looked cool. A couple new characters, a couple old ones. I can't really say anything else because I don't know, but it looked cool. A lot of talking, a lot of cutting and punching and RPG stuff, so that looks neat. Big announcements though. We got Fire Emblem 3 Houses, new Fire Emblem game on the Switch coming out spring of next year. Super pumped for that. And we have Super Mario Party coming this year. Ooh boy, so excited for this. No Animal Crossing, but at least we're getting Mario Party. So it looks like a traditional mainline Mario Party using some of the Switch gimmicks, which, I mean, that's all we can really ask for. That's what all the other Mario Party games have been, except for the bad ones. Yeah, so traditional board-looking style, nothing crazy on that end. They show off some cool mini games and some cool like Switch functionality stuff. They showed off putting tabletop mode, 2 Switches together to play like a tank mini game. That was kind of neat. We'll see how that works in execution. I don't know how many of the mini games are going to be traditional and how many of them are going to be, you know, gimmicky ones. But it's Mario Party. It's Mario Party. It's going to be great. And then after that, they kind of went on to the Smash stuff. So we got a title, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Catchy. I like it. But it's kind of funny because that makes the acronym Smash U. You know, Smash U, like the Wii U Smash. Whatever. That one we all colloquially just call Smash 4 anyways, but yeah, Smash 5 is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It looks fantastic, guys. This was 25 minutes of the conference, and it was 25 minutes of absolute heaven. They announced some pretty big things. Sakurai came up on stage and was talking about the roster. I thought it was weird how he was framing this. He said that in the trailer, they would show off the characters, and the number next to the name would be the number correlating to the position of, you know, like their addition to the franchise. So Mario was number 1 because he was the first character they put into Smash 64, and then it kind of went like that. So like 1 was Mario, Samus was like 4 or whatever, and then like kept going. They started showing off some cool stuff. Ice climbers are back. Then they showed off like Ryu, and I was like, whoa, I didn't expect Ryu to come back. And then they dropped the ball. Snake comes up on stage, and the thing says, everyone is here. And then it just cycles through 60 plus more numbers of character reveals. And it was insane. I was sitting there trying to write down all the characters, and I couldn't keep up. And then at the end, they quantify what they meant by everyone's here. Every single character who's ever appeared in any Smash game, any of the 4 previous ones, whether they be DLC or main vanilla entries, they're all back. So Smash 4's amazing roster of DLC characters, they're all here. Smash Melee's weird quirky characters, they're all here. Every single character, it's nuts. And they tweaked them all, and they gave them all new Final Smashes, especially the ones who haven't been in a game that has a Final Smash, of course. And it's just, it looks so good. Gameplay itself looks super quick. Looks faster than 4, which was already faster than Brawl. They removed tripping. They brought back wave dashing. They added a couple new things like the perfect shield, which like for a split second after you're done shielding, you have invincibility frames, so you can punish. That looks cool. We'll see how that works in execution. They have short hopping as an actual mechanic now instead of being like a trick you can do, so that's cool. like tons of stuff. They got rid of all the BS transformation Final Smashes, so no more like Landmaster or stuff like that. Now all the Final Smashes are short, simple, and like one-time use sort of things. So even like Sonic's Supersonic Final Smash, it's like automated. He zips across the screen and attacks enemies instead of you like controlling him around the screen. Landmaster's gone now. Falcon has a very similar Final Smash to Fox, actually. Then some other things. They announced, of course, they shut off Inkling and her Splatoon level. They showed off some of the assist trophies. They showed off Daisy coming as a Peach clone, which is cool. My sister likes Daisy, so she'll be happy. You could already technically play as Daisy because she was an alternate color for Peach, but now this is like legit Daisy with her own animations and her own, her own everything. So that's neat. And then they showed off, some gameplay stuff, some levels, some maps that are coming back. And it all looks amazing. I'm a huge Smash fan, so this was a direct for me. I tell you, I was so pumped through this whole thing. We got to see tons of gameplay, tons of stuff. They even had afterwards a Smash Invitational Tournament, which I did watch. Zero, you kicked ass, my dude. Good job. Yeah, it was great. They closed the show out by announcing one more character. The memes, guys, they did it. The crazy bastards at Nintendo, they did it. Ridley's coming to the game. One of the more brutal trailers I've seen, too. It was pretty nuts. It opens with Mega Man getting impaled by Ridley's tail, so that's neat. Then Mario gets his face smashed into the ground, and then Samus, fed up with Ridley's bullshit, turns around, and he's like spinning Mario's hat on his finger, and it was like, damn, Ridley, okay. Yeah, he's got some cool moves. They definitely shrunk him down so he could fit into the game, because that was like the big thing, is Ridley can't fit. But no, Sakurai did it. He's a crazy man. He did it. There were some other little things, like Mario's got Cappy. Link has his champion's tunic, and he's right-handed and has like new moves from Breath of the Wild, which, cool. The right-handed bothers me still, but cool. Toon Link and Young Link are back. Cool. They're kind of copycat characters, but that's cool. And then we also have like a couple costume changes for the rest of the cast. Wolf and Fox are based off of their Star Fox Zero outfits. Peach is based off of... Oh wait, not Peach. Zelda's based off of Link Between Worlds, and Ganon's back to his Gerudo Ganon incarnation, which is pretty cool from Ocarina of Time. So yeah, it's all just nice stuff. I'm super excited for Smash Ultimate. E3 overall this year was great. I'm super pumped for a lot of these games coming out, but there was a few things I was kind of looking forward to seeing that weren't here. Borderlands 3 wasn't here. Metroid Prime 4 and Bayonetta 3 both didn't show up, but I'm expecting we'll see those this fall, at the Fall Direct, so that gives us something to look forward to then. This was definitely the Smash reveal event. A couple other things. What else did I miss? Devil May Cry 5 looks cool. Looks like you're playing as Nero this time. Yeah, that's about it, really. It was a good E3, though. I'm definitely glad to see what Switch has got this year, because I was getting kind of worried. We hadn't heard a lot about what was coming towards the end of the year, but Smash is coming. We got Smash and Mario Party this year. Mario Party's in October, Smash is in December, so that's nice. I'm glad this is a good year too for Switch. But yeah, I can't think of anything else. It was a crazy time. I've been ranting for long enough here. What did you guys think of E3? Let me know who you thought won. I won't tell you here because you'll hate me, but let me know who you guys thought won. What was your favorite announcements or favorite gameplay trailers of the nights? And I'll see you guys in the next one. It was just a nice, fun day. So let me know, and I'll see you guys. Stay classy.